got broads in Atlanta. Just took the lean in the family. Credit cards and the scammers. Hitting the licks in the van. Legacies.
Dun, 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 dun. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh, I don't know, though, but let's find out. 1 second. Here comes your boy. What? Here we go. Welcome, everybody. Hello. Happy Saturday evening. Welcome to another edition of the Jump Off. Excuse me. To the Sofa Great Variety Show. The So Fucking Great Variety Show. And I'm your host of the So Fucking Great Variety Show. I'm Matt Max. And I'm thanking you for being here tonight. And, of course, anything and everything on this broadcast is going to be protected through fair use, whether it be news reporting, whether it be education, whether it be analysis, whether it be commentary, whether it be educational. It's all the above. We're going to talk about today's games. Next week, starting on Wednesday, we're going to go and make our NFL picks. So we got that going. Let me turn up this light here just a little bit back here. There we go. And then we'll go over today's games, like I said, and a few more things here and there. So, as always, thank you all for being here. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like, subscribe, notification. That way you don't miss out on anything that I get out here. And remember, it's an interactive show. Anybody and everybody is always welcome to be here. Come on anytime you want. There's a link. And like I said, we could always chop it up and have a good time. And it's been a busy day. Opening week for college football, and it's been a busy one. There's games going on right now still. That's why we waited to go on later tonight. So, yeah. But we'll go over the earlier games, all the games from this week, starting basically since Thursday when everybody started playing. We had games yesterday, today. Right now, there's still 1, 2, 3 games going on, and then 2 more games scheduled tomorrow. So we'll go through those. We'll look at the rankings, and yeah, anybody want to jump on, welcome to do so at any time. I encourage it. Let me share my screen here. And then, like I said, we'll be able to hopefully, without too much, I like to say issue, without too much trouble, be able to go and show some footage of some of these games, the bigger ones from earlier, and be able to get a better look at some of those as well. But first things first, let's take a look and go back in time just a little bit to Thursday night, where things started kicking off. And we had, actually, this was last week. I'm sorry. Last week, Iowa State and K-State, my wife's alma mater. My wife went to KU, transferred to K-State, graduated from K-State. My brother-in-law, her brother. Yeah, my brother-in-law, her brother, my brother-in-law. Yeah, same thing. He went to KU the whole time. So me, I lived in Lawrence where KU is, but I didn't attend KU. I was a mental midget when it came to going to class and taking it serious. So basically, I just shitted away a bunch of money, learned a few things that I felt were interesting, and did a lot of things that I can't remember. So always a sign of a good time. But yeah, K-State ended up going down last Saturday, 24-21 to the Iowa State Cyclones. I know. And Thursday we had Boise State with the upset, losing to South Florida, getting beat up 34-7. Yesterday we had Western Illinois. I was going to go on yesterday against Illinois, but the game was going so poorly, and it turned out exactly the way I thought it would, with a 52-3 victory by the Fighting Illini, that it wouldn't have been worth talking about. And honestly, games like that, the blowouts, if you're a fan of that team that is doing the blowing out, great. If you're on the other side of it and you're a fan of Western Illinois, it's just drudgery, painful, and it's nothing that you want to watch and have somebody give you any commentary about. So, yeah, nothing there. You didn't miss anything, neither did I. So, today, Ohio State and Tejas. Let's look at that one. That was an interesting game. Highlights, I can show you. Let's do this one. Arch Manning had 1730, 170 yards, a touchdown, an interception. Sayin had 126 yards, one touchdown, and went 13 for 20. A good game. Texas, rankings obviously are going to change, and then we'll get into Penn State as well. But good job to Ohio State taking care of business. And like I said, they got her done. Let's see if there's something.
Say it. Looking, goes deep. Say it. Tate. Touchdown. Tater. Carnell Tate. 40 yards. He's able to get behind the defense, and Jalen Guilbeau is just trying to catch up. Ball's a little underthrown. How about the double catch? Guilbeau gets there, bats that ball away initially,
nice
and
catch.
Got to catch it a second time, and he's able to haul it into the end zone.
That was nice. That was nice. That was the big game, one of the big games today, and that was one of the earlier ones. So hopefully YouTube will respect the fair use on that one. And moving right along. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me. Tennessee, Syracuse, Tennessee, they took care of business, ranked 24. Syracuse, unranked. Joey Aguiar, 16-28, 247 yards and 3 tutties. On the ground, 12 carries, 92 yards for Star Thomas. Wilson on the other side for Syracuse, 23 carries, 91 yards, and 3 tutties. And Gilly didn't do terrible, didn't do great. 23 of 40, 274 yardage-wise, a tutty and an interception. So Tennessee holds on for the victory. Highlight-wise, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything too good because they're far too long, and fair use does not guarantee anything in way of me not getting in trouble or getting a strike or whatever else. So, yeah, there's always that. There is always that. So one must be careful and tread lightly when it comes to certain social media platforms. As much sense as it makes to rebroadcast it and get things out there, they don't like it that way. So it is what it is. Next one we got Indiana beating Old Dominion 27-17. Not a bad game. Nothing that really surprised anybody, I don't think, simply because you expected the Hoosiers to win this game, and they did. And the Monarchs, God bless them, they did what they could, but they couldn't do enough. I think we got 21 seconds worth of Big Ten Network coverage we could look at and see. And we got a 91 for Fernando Mendoza's first touchdown, then Jonathan Brady with a 91-yarder. Let's take a look at this one here.
Got all kinds of space out here.
He keeps it, curls around, lunges for the end zone, and he's in. Touchdown number 1 in a Hoosiers uniform for Fernando Mendoza is a rushing touchdown.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see what this 91-yarder is.
Made a nice play.
Ian Brand's punt was 51 yards last time. He's got a great bounce here to help.
Wait,
Picked
gets
up
it.
by Brady inside the 10, reversing field.
Got a chance.
The corner. Here goes Brady. Looking for a block. Cuts back. And Jonathan Brady is gone. Touchdown, Indiana.
Taking it to the house, baby.
No flags.
No flags. That's right. That's right. So, Colton Joseph for Old Dominion, not so great, 11-22, didn't break the century mark, only 96 yards and 3 interceptions with the pill. Who are you throwing it to, bro? Come on. Fernando Mendoza, on the other hand, 18-31, no touchdowns, but 103 yards, and more importantly, no turnovers either. Colton Joseph, however, on the Monarchs rushing game, 10 carries, 179 yards. That's a 17.9 average if you are slow mathematically, and 2 touchdowns, while Roman Hemby, 23 carries, 111 yards, and no touchdowns. Doesn't look like we have any receivers that broke over 100 yards individually. So that was that. Next game. Excuse me. And I'll give you an update here. Southern Methodist ranked 16, and East Texas A&M. East Texas A&M down 28-3 to Southern Methodist. Third quarter, 6:59 left to play. The Red Raiders of Texas Tech against AR Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Pine Bluff, Arkansas. I had some buddies go to school down there. Fourth quarter, 6:16 left. Red Raiders ahead, 61-7. 61-7. I'm not seeing a comeback. Just going to be honest. Next, we have Northern Arizona at halftime with Arizona State, and we have a game of 17-6 in favor of the 11th ranked Arizona State. And aside from that, those are the 1, 2, 3 games that are still going on. Next, we are going to go, and we could do Georgia, even though no big surprise. Georgia, Marshall, 45-7 was the final score. It was Georgia out the gate the whole time. There was little to nothing that anybody on the Marshall side could do. Zion Turner went 6 for 7 for 100 yards. Gunnar Stockton, 14-24, 190 yards, 2 tutties. And Gunnar Stockton, 10 carries for 73 yards and another 2 tutties. So 4 touchdowns for Gunnar Stockton on the ground and in the air. And honestly, there's really nothing good to say about anything Marshall did. The Thundering Herd is more like a big pile of steamy shit.
Marshall won the toss. They've got a completely.
I don't know that there's going to be any highlights that are going to be worth sharing on this one here, but in case there are, maybe it'll be here at the end. That's just sickling.
Inverts a first down. He's just moved pretty smoothly with him at the helm.
Turner across the middle, and he's got it complete.
There.
Davion Turner, Bradshaw.
We'll just leave that one alone. We'll leave it alone. You can see that obviously it didn't go well for Marshall, and good job, Marshall, but not good enough. Next, we have. We'll go ahead and do Iowa State and South Dakota. The Cyclones, Iowa State, they put the whooping on them, 55-7 on the Coyotes of South Dakota. Unbelievable. And, last week, Iowa State, they beat K-State, so they've got the momentum. Keep it going. Can't really say anything bad. Rocco Beck, 19-20, 278 yards, 3 touchdowns. Can't really say much about that at all. Aiden Bellman, 15-29, 126 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Let's see. We can let me back that up. I'm sorry. 45 seconds is too long. Rushes for a 15-yard touchdown. We can probably watch that one.
And now look, Sama is out of the gun. And a little wildcat. And how do you do a boo?
How do you do a boo? Boogity, 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 boogity. That's what I'm talking about. Whoop, whoop.
You can see Abu Sama, they sneak him
Whoop.
into the quarterback position, and now you get an extra blocker. Hanson
Right.
runs through, doesn't have anybody to block.
Nice. Nice. There's more. Don't worry. Let me get it here. There we go. Do this again. Next we have dun 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 Florida State with the upset over the Crimson Tide of Alabama, ranked number 8, losing to unranked Florida State, the Seminoles. I love the Seminoles when I was down in Florida, living in Orlando. I'll tell you, I watched the Seminoles. Back then, they had Charlie Ward as QB, playing basketball, playing football, winning Heisman trophies. So always enjoyed the Seminoles. Good to see them winning a game, starting out the season 1-0, upset over Alabama. Highlight-wise, it looks like nothing that's going to be viewable because of time restraints and, how this copyright thing is. But, Ty Simpson, 23 of 43, 254 yards, 2 touchdowns for Alabama. Riley couldn't get it down on the ground. It looks like they just gave up running the ball. 5 carries, 31 yards. Castellanos, on the other hand, for Florida State, 16 carries, 78 yards and a touchdown. And then Castellanos also 9 and 14 through the air with 152 yards. So can't say anything bad about that dual threat there. 17-31 final score. Alabama goes down to Florida State. Yeah, there's been some upsets today. Not gonna lie. Penn State destroyed Nevada, so they were ranked second. And since number 1 ranked Longhorns lost, I think that Penn State is either going to stay at number 2 or they're going to move into the first spot, putting Ohio State at either 1 or 2, and then Texas going more than likely to 3rd place. That is my thoughts. That's what I think is going to happen. 242 worth of highlights on this one. And, Chubba Purdy, which is the brother, yes, of Brock Purdy, who does play for the Wolfpack of Nevada. 7 of 15, 97 yards and the touchdown. Obviously the younger brother. And Drew Aller for Penn State, 22 of 26, 217 in the air with the touchdown. Running game, neither team was spectacular. Like I said, not a great deal of yards in way of ground game going, but you could see passing yards over 300 for Penn State and over 430 yards in total offense. So clearly the advantage there in most statistical categories will end up getting you that W. Let's see if there's Drew Aller finds Karen King McNearly House. Turnover.
On the Wolfpack, and they got 2 tight ends in there again. On the ground, cut back, Woods.
Oh, ball's out. He's got it.
I thought it was covered by the Wolfpack, but it's picked up by Harris. A.J. Harris has got it for Penn State.
Yep, that'll do it. And what we got? Another one?
Atron Allen on a sweep and broke a tackle.
Allen to the end zone. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, there you go. Get them tutties. And let me see. Big Ten.
3 wide out to the tight end Reynolds in a slot on first down outside the 31. Aller scans the field. And now loads and goes to the end zone.
Boom!
And it's Kyron Hudson.
Nice throw, buddy. Nice throw. Football season. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's keep going here. I'm enjoying myself thus far. I hope you guys and gals are too. Which reminds me, I was looking at numbers as far as the the analytics for the YouTube goes. Numbers are looking nice. Nearly 20% of the subscribers, granted we only have 107 that I know of, unless we can add some more in, and that's great. 107 subscribers, over 311,000 views, and nearly 20% of those subscribers are female. So that's awesome. Little something for everybody in the variety show. I couldn't be happier with the outcome. So thank you all very much. It means a great deal to me. It brings me purpose in a day of otherwise not so much. Anyway, getting back to it. We just got done with Penn State. Then we had number 7 Oregon just destroy Montana State 59-13. There's a 28-second highlight there, along with a 25. Blocking a punt. And finding the end zone. Let's look at this one here.
In new personnels and formations, it's going to be fun to watch. Might go 5 deep at running back, go to the outside, and a hit and a shed of Sadiq. Sadiq, touchdown! That's a big boy score for the Ducks.
Yeah, don't try that arm tackle. That doesn't work.
How often is Will Stein willing to test that new secondary for Montana State?
Inside the red zone, Jaden Lamar is the setback. Lamar carries, bounces to the outside, to the corner. Lamar to the house.
Yeah, well, now you see why the Ducks won 59-13. So, Jordan Davis's first score. Let's take a look at that.
Jumbo package again. Give it to Davison, right side. Davison, touchdown, Oregon. The freshman from Modern Day picks up his first collegiate touchdown.
Good job. Good job. Gotta love college football. God bless him. Let's see. We already talked about the Pine Bluff, Arkansas score. That game's about over. You can say it's already over, 67-7. Yeah. Next, number 15, Florida. Nope. Wait. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Number 18, Oklahoma against Illinois State. Illinois State losing 35-3 to Oklahoma. Any highlights that are short? Dun, dun, dun.
You're watching the SEC.
Nope. Let's see what we got. John Mateer, 30-37, 392 from the air, 3 touchdowns and an interception versus Tommy Rittenhouse with 6-13 for 22 yards in the air. But there again, the score was 35-3 against an unranked Illinois State Redbirds team. So the Sooners, they got them a win against a team that may not have been good to begin with. I'm just saying. Next game. We have dun 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 dun. Texas A&M and UTSA. Texas A&M ranked 19th. UTSA not ranked at all. The Roadrunners are just not ranked. First quarter, 7-3. Started out with, a chance. But then after that, it kind of got away from them pretty quick. Highlights. Marcel Reed for A&M, 22-34, 289 yards, 4 touchdowns. Owen McCown, I believe he is related to one of the McCowns that played in the NFL. Which one was it? Not Couch. Was it McCown who played for? I'm not thinking Tim Couch. Kate McCown. There was a McCown that played in the NFL. I can't remember his first name. I want to say he played for the Browns. And I'm pretty sure that this is a relative of some sort. So good job, A&M. Number 19 beat UTSA 42-24. Next, we have dun 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 dun. What do we got? Where are we at? We went there, and the K-State Wildcats here of Manhattan, Kansas, the Little Apple as they call it here locally, got a win over unranked North Dakota, 38-35. We'll take it. Doesn't look like we got any highlights that are showable, but Avery Johnson, 28 of 43, 318 yards and 3 touchdowns in the air. Chase Brown, 12 receptions, 109 yards and a touchdown. Close game. A little too close for my comfort on an unranked team. I'm not saying anything bad about the Fighting Hawks, but the Wildcats being ranked what they are at 17th, you expect more, and I'm sure those rankings are going to change. Next, moving right along, we have Florida beating the ever-living shit out of the Sharks of LIU. There are no highlights of this game because if you go 1 of 3 passing, you can only get 28 yards. Stanzani didn't do so well. Jamal Jones Jr., 12 of 18, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jaden Bond, 9 yards, 9 carries for 104 yards and a touchdown. The running game for the Sharks was 4 carries and 14 yards for Cameron Ingram. So, yeah, 55-0. Good job, Gators. Good job, Gators. And like I said, they're ranked 15th in the nation, so can't really say that they weren't supposed to win that game. I'm just saying. Big one today, again, we'll get to that next, Clemson and LSU. But before we do that, see if there's any highlights in the Pine Bluff versus Texas Tech game. And let's see. Let me watch it. I have every one of these packages, but they don't want to play nice. We don't play nice back. It's no big deal. Bayron Morton for Texas Tech, 16-20, 201 yards, 4 touchdowns in the air. Cameron Dickey, 13 carries, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. Pine Bluff, good job for going out and trying to compete, but not enough. Not enough. Not today. Not this time. Next, what do we got? Clemson, LSU, the Tigers against the Tigers, and the Tigers lose to the Tigers. Louisiana State, ranked number 9, was able to beat the Clemson Tigers 17-10. Cade Klubnik for Clemson, 19-38, 230 yards, and an interception for the 4th-ranked Clemson Tigers, which will probably change now. And the 9th-ranked LSU Tigers, and Garrett Nussmeier, 28-38, 230 yards with 1 touchdown. So another upset, another good game today. And as we roll down the list, we continue to find another one that, number 14, Michigan against unranked New Mexico. Michigan taking that one 34-17. Here's a highlight here. 15 seconds.
Haynes is the back. Underwood to the air. Looking end zone, wide open, Klein, touchdown! Bryce Bowl down the field, and Underwood has his first of many.
Nice. We got that one. Here's another one.
Split Buchanan out wide, empty
Whoop,
set.
whoop.
Lane feeling it, batted to the air, and picked off. TJ Guy vacuums it in.
And oh man. Highlight after highlight after highlight. Or just those three. All right. Well, listen. 34-17. Wolverines win as they were supposed to. I don't know that anybody had the Lobos favored or even gave them a chance. So no big surprise there. This one, an absolute stomping. Ole Miss, ranked number 21, took Georgia State and kind of like a WNBA game, hit them with green dildos everywhere and anywhere they could. No real highlights to talk about, even though Austin Simmons for Ole Miss was 20-31 for 341 yards, 3 touchdowns. He still threw 2 interceptions. Kawan Lacey, 16 carries, 180 yards, and 3 touchdowns. There's really not a whole lot good to say about Georgia State and the Panthers going 0-1 to start the season against number 21 ranked Ole Miss. So 63-7, the final score in that event there. Next, we have a game in the fourth quarter, just starting out in the fourth quarter with 14-12 left to play. We have East Texas A&M against number 16 Southern Methodist University. And like I said, Southern Methodist right now taking care of business, 35-3. 1st and 10. It's Lions ball on their own 20. So yeah. So far, I can't see a comeback happening this late in the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened, and it's not over until that last whistle blows. Next, Arizona State with a 17-6 lead, third quarter against Northern Arizona. And any highlights there to watch? Not as of yet. Ty Pennington, I believe, a relative of Chad Pennington, if I'm not mistaken, for the Lumberjacks of Northern Arizona, which are down. He's gone, 12-19 for 105 yards, no interceptions, no picks. Sam Levitt, 13-19, 151 yards and a touchdown right now for the Sun Devils. So still some time. This game's not over. There's a chance. Yes, there's a chance. And tomorrow we've got Virginia Tech, unranked, going up against number 13th South Carolina. And looks like the evening nightcap game is going to be number 6 Notre Dame against number 10 Miami of Florida, ranked number 10. So 6 against 10 tomorrow. I'm excited. Then, like I said, Wednesday we'll make our picks and predictions for the first week of the NFL season. The wife is going to be out of town again, going to Hawaii next week. I believe she leaves on Friday or Saturday, which means I'm a single dad again for a week. I can handle it. I've done this before. I'm a trained professional. I've got mad dad skills, bros and broettes. My son went on a date tonight, 16 years old. Went to watch a movie which I'm not familiar with, but I'm going to find out about it real quick because we're going to watch a preview together. The movie is called Weapons. Let me make sure it's switching screens, and I want to watch a preview of it, and then I will tell you about what I've been watching and what I think about it. Let's see this Weapons, because I'm not even familiar with what it is. Weapons, official trailer. Let's see what we got.
This is a true story. that happened in my town. So this one Wednesday is like a normal day for the whole school. But today was different. Every other class had all their kids. But Mrs. Gandy's room was totally empty. And you know why? Because the night before, at 2:17 in the morning, every kid woke up, got out of bed, walked downstairs, and into the dark. And they never came back.
I don't understand at all. Why just her classroom? Why only hers?
Where are our children?
We have a lot of emotional parents here. I think it's best if you keep some distance from this place.
Matthew, where are you? Where did you go?
This is where the story really starts.
Interesting. All right. Yeah. He's with a girl. It's probably the perfect movie to go on a date. First date with a girl. You go to the movies, you watch a scary movie. I like it. Smart. The thing I just started watching, and if you haven't heard of it, is The Kingdom. Let's watch a trailer of that. I've enjoyed it immensely thus far. If you have not had a chance yet, it is on Disney Plus and it is on ESPN. So it's very good. Very good. Very, very good. But I'll let you see a preview of it here.
Every year, that's the only goal that you have is winning the Super Bowl. If we don't win it, it's a failure.
As much of a dreamer as Lamar was, I don't think he could have ever imagined this.
Superstar athletes, leading men, they're on the top of the mountain.
The Cowboys are America's team. Why don't we be the world's team?
Chiefs Kingdom!
All this pressure builds up.
No one's ever got three.
When you're winning, people look at you and they're like, you're the villain.
Cut the camera quick.
It's our life. And it's an emotional game.
Greatness all day. Let's win, please. Let's win history.
A lot of ups and downs. A lot of things to fight through.
Win or lose, this team will never be the same.
How about those?
Very, very, very cool. Very cool. I like that. I've seen a few episodes.
All right, listen
now.
up, y'all.
No,
I'm y'all substitute teacher, Mr. Garvey.
No.
I taught school
in the hood for 20 years. Don't play with me. Yeah, Mr. Garvey, one of my favorites. You gotta love Key and Peele. Anyway, so we just went over everything, scores, got some highlights in. You don't have to worry about commercials here with me. No, not here. You know what I haven't done yet, though? Hold on, let me stop sharing the screen. Let me put this up over here. Hang on just 1 second. And I'll be able to show you the sponsor of today's show and every show. GrassrootsKC.com. GrassrootsKC.com. Your first, your only stop for the finest of the fine. Farm Bill approved since 2018. You know what? if you're going to spend some green on some green, then you better save yourself some green on some green. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? And that's why you use my code MAX10 at checkout. Discreet, delivering, 110% money back guarantee. You got my word. You will love it. No doubt. Don't forget to use code MAX10. And as far as the earlier comment goes from Dave Pax, you still watching? There's a link right there, player. There's a link right there to anybody who want to come on the panel, chop it up. You talk about football, you talk about whatever you want. You want to talk about movies, you want to talk about sports cards, makes no difference. Speaking of sports cards, always buying, always looking. And I posted something earlier about, the strength of the hobby and the state of the hobby in relation to people buying, people getting into the hobby. One thing that I have that I would also want to do and like to do, I've got so many sports cards. I don't care about the vast majority of them, even though I care about them all, if that makes sense. I'd like to be able to share my hobby and my collection with all of you. So if you're interested in sports cards, memorabilia, stuff like that, I get to that point of having the subscribers, I'm going to just give away cards. Literally, you tell me who you like, what your sport is, I can make it happen. And of course, some giveaways will be more extravagant than others with higher valued cards or graded cards, autograph cards, doesn't matter. I've got lots of stuff. And as far as what I'm buying right now, I'm always buying NFL and NBA. When it comes to NBA, I stick with rookies and prospects that I believe in, and that I've watched and seen play, and that I like. And there's no specific position. Like, I don't just buy point guards or shooting guards or centers, nothing like that. And I don't necessarily buy teams. I buy rookies primarily because you only have one rookie year, and rookie autos in particular, if they're going to be something that I truly want and I want to spend the money on, because you're only going to have one rookie year, and that auto just adds that much more value to it. And it does add value to it. So that's what I buy mainly. As far as football goes, football's different. Football, I got quarterbacks as my number one priority. It's a quarterback-driven league, though there are obviously several other players and positions out there on the field at the same time. But quarterbacks, that's my ride or die. I've actually got a collection, and I can show it to you. Not tonight, obviously. I'm not going to do it, though. It's right here, of every quarterback that played in the Super Bowl era, autographed for the winning and the losing team. So you're talking every quarterback since Super Bowl one on the winning side and the losing side. I have their autograph till this very day. And I'll gladly show that collection off if anybody's interested in it. Love to do it. Love to do it. One of my favorite things. And when it comes to football, like I said, primarily quarterbacks, Hall of Famers, rookies, yes, primarily quarterback rookies, but I also enjoy defensive players, Dawkins, Tatum, Mel Blount, Reed. I mean, I can tell you all kinds of guys that play defense that I collect. I got all the sack masters, the top 100 sack masters, all their autographs. I'm big on autographs. I'm huge about autographs. So being able to being able to share it with people and give away some of this stuff, I would love to be able to do it. And for who I'm buying right now in way of cards, NFL wise, I'm going heavy on Tyson Bagent for the Bears. Very humble guy. He got that $10 million extension which it's a lot of money any way you look at it. I don't care. It might not be a lot of money when it comes to the way of guys that get paid $50 million, etc. Just ungodly amounts of money per year. But he was so grateful and so thankful. And if you haven't seen him, I will let me find it. Tyson Bagent. Let's see. And if I can find it. How humble and how grateful he was. And yeah, here. I'm going to go ahead and share and play this for you guys. Like I said, I'm collecting Bagent rookies right now. I've got quite a bit. I think I picked up 15 or 20 of them today. And I'm also big on Joe Milton III right now. And I already got a bunch of Trey Lance and all that. I did that a long time ago. So big on those, big on prospects. It's what I enjoy doing. I love it. I love it. I've got so much shit here. It's not even funny. I haven't even opened. I've got stuff that's been sitting here for probably a year or two that I have not opened yet. I don't even know what it is. But that's okay. That's all right. It's just a surprise for me later, but I know what I buy. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I want to show this to you as far as the Tyson Bagent and him breaking down. And it's not like when I say he broke down, it's not a bad thing, but very emotional. And I think, the humbleness and humility of that shows a lot in way of his character and says a lot of how much he appreciates what he has and, so grateful for it. It's crazy. I think it's amazing. I think it's wonderful. We're going to watch it right here, right now. It's a feel-good story. I think it's a good way to kind of wrap up the show a little bit and wind things down. So let's watch this. Like I said,
when Chicago Bears backup quarterback Tyson Bagent signed a $10 million contract extension Wednesday, it didn't just change his life. It changed everything for his family back in Martinsburg, West Virginia, too. Just listen to how he describes it.
Yeah, I think that, a lot of people don't know this, but, my dad is he's my right-hand man, and he didn't even have running water until he was in high school. So there's definitely a lot of things and people that I think I could certainly help. With this gift I've been blessed with. I don't really know anybody back at home with any money. So, it feels good. I mean, it's certainly a weight off my shoulders and my family's shoulders.
And there's one more reason that raise is going to come in handy.
I got a little baby girl on the way, so I'm not really trying to buy nothing too crazy right now.
Bagent often credits his parents for his success. It can't hurt that strong arms run in the family. His dad is a world champion arm wrestler. Bagent played D2 college football 10 minutes from his home at Shepherd University, and he entered the NFL as an undrafted free agent. He signed with the Bears as a fourth-string quarterback in 2023. His coaches say what he's brought to the team ever since is worth every penny of that new deal.
To just put my head down and work and to get, where I am now, I mean, it's, too much to put into words.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC.
Dad, you just watch your boy, old Mad Max here, and that's all you need to do. We got all the news you need right here. And you know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna start landing the plane and taking it down while we play some highlights of a man that you should all know and all be familiar with. His name is Michael Jordan. He played basketball, and some would say that he's the greatest player of all time. And while we watch that, we're going to listen to arguably the greatest song ever written of all time, the Mad Max TV song, written by me, sung by me. It's a beautiful song. It's a great song. It's probably the best song. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. And remember, you guys and gals are the best part of every day that ends in Y for me. You guys motivate me to keep coming back, making videos, shorts, coming on, doing these lives. I love it. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to earn your viewership and to keep your viewership. And hopefully you shared this with others and we keep growing and building this community together. Make it great. So, without further ado, let us get in to the song and the highlights.
On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, we're all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. Yeah. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah. On Mad Max TV, we talk about it all, from touchdowns to controversies big and small. Come join our community, where all are welcome. From sports to the mysterious, there's no boredom. Open your mind, embrace the unknown. Yeah.
Oh, you guys and gals are the best. Nothing but love for you. I'll see you again, if not tomorrow, when we do this quarterback stuff. We're going to be back on Monday. All right. And then 100%, we're going to be here next week. Wednesday, we're going to start our picks. And last year, like I said, I would average at least 11 to 12 winners easy as far as games go. So, did good. Did real good, and I encourage you guys and gals to join in and be a part of that too. But until the next one, this is your boy Mad Max on the So Fucking Great Variety Show, and I'm that so fucking great host, Mad Max, your boy, landing this plane, taking it down nice and slow and easy. Until the next one, we out.